Okay, salubonani Baba Nyathi.
Yebo.
Lijalo.
Hayi ngiphilile.
Liphilile Baba. It's an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you.
My first question, Baba, is this path of documentation, writing books, as a historian in terms of your heritage, was this your anticipated career path?
I'm happy to say it was. Documentation takes various forms. One of the several forms is writing. So this is why I was commenting that perhaps it's not very accurate to call me a writer. Okay. More of a documenter, but doing it through writing. Okay. But there are other people who can do it through video filming. Yes. It's a powerful one, but for me, that is the most disappointing field. We have not documented much in terms of video filming.
Yes. Okay. Then where is the challenge there, Baba?
The challenge, we do not have innovative people, people with skills, people with knowledge of what constitutes culture. Esiuthanda kangaka siwosa, siupheka, sigayisa, senza impuphu, sipheke isitshwala. Njoba ngike ngatsho butshani beganga. Kodwa ke kulesikhathi lapho abantu abathatha izinto ezisegangeni baziletha ekhaya. Ngakho umumbu lawo wawuvele ukhula egangeni. Khona le South America kubo Brazil kubutshani beganga. Kodwa ke sekufika amaPhuthukezi kuleli lizwe bathatha umumbu bawuletha khonapha. AmaPhuthukezi kubo 1400 bani bafikela khona ngale ngeMozambique kubo Sofala bedlula besiya eIndia baze bafika eSouth America. Kulapho ke abeza sebeze sithiyela umumbu la waqala ke la ukusabalala usiya entshonalanga, abantu bawamukela baqala ukusebenzisa. Kanti ke thina lapha ebesivele sikusebenzisa esakuthola kuvele kukhona bekungamabele, amabele madala njengoba vele imvelo inanzelele kwenye indawo njoba khona phe sikhona lamhla awusoze ubona amaphani kangiwaboni ngoba umhlabathi wakhona kawuhambelani lephani. Kodwa ke kwaba ke lapha kulapho kwathanda khona amabele, kwathanda khona uphoko, kwathanda inyawuthi, kwaba yikho ukudla kwethu kuhlangene kwathandana lalindawo. Sakufunda ke lokuthi kulondolozwa njani, sikulungisa njani kuze kuphume isithwala. Kanti ke njalo izinto ezingathandi izulu elinengi kakhulu, izinto nje ezivuthwayo, kanti lemikhuhlane yakhona milutshwana. Yikho kuqhakatheka kokudla kube yinto esiziqhenya ngayo, kube yikudla okusambulela imbali yethu esiziqhenya ngayo singabantu abansundu, lokudla kwakithi lezinye izinto ezakithi.
Baba, let's look at the issue of food and culture. Where is the link now in terms of food identity with culture? I think you once wrote a book on that.
That's true. Food is a component of culture and a very important one. In that, without food, we are not there. Food is a source of life. It is nutrition. We need that energy. We need those minerals. We need water. All that is part of food. And that's what sustains us on a daily basis. Our continuity is guaranteed through consumption of food. That's very important. And yet, this world will never produce food in the absence of water.
Okay, so water
it's all very important that you need the food, but food depends on availability of water. Right, so that's the source of life for animals, for plants. So that's very important. So for us, it is part of our culture, it's the source of life, the source of our continuity as a human species. If food production were to stop now, that's the end of humanity.
End of the world.
That's just the end of the world. As simple as all that.
Okay, Baba, on the book, you also, I think you wrote that you were traveling to Kenya on one of the airplanes. Then you said you were so embarrassed because the food that they were serving was foreign food.
Yes, yes.
So
yes.
can you say, do us as Africans, do we have a food identity in terms of if someone walks, let's say from Asia and comes here, Matopo, can they identify that this food is here pinned with the history of Matopos?
No, the African is a disaster. The African is a disaster. People are talking about globalization. One thing that we do know, there will be nothing that Africans will contribute to a global culture. In terms of food, they will not. The least adopted cuisine in this world is African food.
Yeah, yes,
because
true.
it's despised, the people themselves are despised, and the Africans are the worst culprits. They fly aircraft, but they don't save their Ischwala. They don't save. Go, whether it's Kenyan Airways, Malawian Airways,
South African Airways,
whatever. They are ashamed of themselves, ashamed of their food. And that is a disaster for Africa. If you don't embrace your own food, why do you want foreigners to embrace your food?
Yeah, it would be difficult.
You should be the first people to embrace your food. Then others will say, let's try out. He seems to be enjoying. Let's try.
Yes.
But we are so afraid because we associate umkangla and other traditional cuisines with the primitivity.
Yes.
We think to eat those things, you are displaying your primitivity.
Yes.
There is nothing more disastrous. That's why I say the African is a disaster. And you must accept that.
Going forward
so that you correct your ways.
Yes.
If we don't appreciate we are a disaster, we will continue the way we are doing, and it is a disaster. Yes. A people who have no respect for their past, who don't find any dignity in themselves, a people with no confidence in themselves. Come coronavirus, they are beggars, they are not going to make an effort to invent anything.
No.
They are just happy begging. It's very embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, at least I tell them. That's the good thing.
Yes.
I tell them that they are a disaster.
Kwaba le nyawuthi kwaba lophoko ama small grain konke khona lokhuyana ke kwahle kwajwayelana lalo umhlabathi kudinga izulu elifitshane elilutshwana kule mkhuhlane emlutshwana ephumelelayo izibungu ezingalwisana lakho lokho njalo abakithi bebekwazi ukuthi kakuphangiswa ukuvuna amabele abehlala emasimini aze achazelwe emasimini babelesizathu babesenzela ukuthi amabele lana aqine ibele eliphangise ukuvunwa yaphehlwa lula kodwa nxa lichazelwe emasimini isigaba sifanele sivumelane ukuthi bantu isikhathi sokuyangenisa inkomo emasimini asikafiki amabele achazwe njengoba athe sekwachaza selivuna amabele enu aqinile sesizakwazi njalo lokuthi kanti amabele akhona la siwalondoloza njani food preservation besikwazi kithi ukuthi basebenzisa umlotha ukulondoloza amabele kungaba kusesilulwini kungaba sesiphaleni ungaba imilindi eyayisiwa sezibayeni konke babekwazi ukuthi sisebenzisa umlotha iscience lana singaze sathi kasila science yiyo iscience applied science functional science